Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about how I went from loser to the best and most loved version of myself. Why do I call the old version of myself loser? Because the people in my life back then tried to prove to me and tried to convince me that I was a loser and I could not achieve anything that I wanted to achieve, and I could not be the best version of myself because they said that best version of myself that I was thinking about was a dream that would never come true. But I proved them wrong, not because I wanted to prove them wrong, but because I wanted to live as the best version of myself. So I want to share with you how I managed to turn that loser old version of me to the most lovable, successful, and beautiful new version of me today. Now, if you don't already know me, my name is Shadi, and I'm a life transformation coach who has managed to transform my own life from lower than rock bottom, from the worst time of my life to my ultimate dream life, to the best time of my life in less than 1 year. And that's where the best part happens. Expedited manifestation system, which I do, and that's exactly what I teach here on this channel. So if you like to learn how to manifest your dream life expedited, fast and easy, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press that bell button, because you're going to get notified every time I post a new video to teach you how to manifest your life fast and easy. After you're done watching this video, check out the free webinar link below this video. It's going to tell you all my secrets of how I expedited my manifestation and how I achieved my dream life in less than a year. Now let's talk about the things that I have done to transform my life. The first thing I have done was that I looked at my life from far away. I got to a point where I was lost. I didn't know if I wanted to become the best version of me. Was that just a dream that would not be happening? Or was it real? Could I do it? Deep down I knew I could do it, but on the surface I felt like there was a difference between me and successful people. I felt like they're just lucky, they're just born that way and they're successful, but I'm not the lucky one and I'm not supposed to be like that. I was the loser who was living a life with someone who was telling me that I could not achieve my dreams. So at a point, you have to pause, freeze, and look, and that's exactly what I did. I started doing meditations every single day, and that's when I hit the rock bottom. I was living lower than rock bottom. That's when I started doing my manifestation practices and meditations. Within my meditations, I tried to pause. I tried to look at my life, look at myself from a third party point of view. I tried to see Shadi and the way she was living and the way she was letting people treat her from another person's perspective. And that was terrible. When I tried to do that, I said to myself, wow, the way I was living was not normal. The way I was being treated by other people was not normal. And I realized I had to make a difference. And that's when I started doing more and more manifestation practices. And I got deeper and deeper into manifestation. And that's how my manifestation got expedited. The second thing I did after that was that I started self-respect practices. I started respecting myself. I started telling myself that I deserved respect. I looked into the mirror and I told myself how much I deserved respect and love, how much I loved myself. I started to talk about the goals that I wanted to achieve, and I started to respect myself and my opinion and my goals. The people around me who were trying to tell me that I was a loser, they couldn't handle it. All they could see was the new version of Shadi being changed. She came up to them all of a sudden telling them that she wants to become a coach. She wants to start her own blog. She wants to be successful, and she could be successful. They could not handle it. It got very ugly because now I stood up for myself and I started respecting myself. When you respect yourself, people who don't truly love you, people who are fake to you, people who are trying to control you and abuse you and take advantage of you, they're not going to like it. They're going to try to get back that loser version of you so that they could control you. But then you're respecting yourself. They cannot get that back. And that hurts them a lot. So next, when I started doing my self-respect and self-love, I started to realize and find out all the things that I really wanted. I started to find out, know exactly who I wanted to be. I started to make that clear vision of my best version. I started to get deeper and deeper. I came up with the best version of Shadi. How does she look like? What does she wear? Where does she live? How is she treated by her partner? How does her partner respect her? What is he like? How does he talk to her? What is her life like? Does she have a child? And who does she have the child with? everything I started to imagine. Does she work? What does she do? Is she a life coach? Is she a spiritual coach? How does she do it? Everything in clear detail I started to imagine. I came up with the best version of me in detail, in clear detail. And that's when everything started to get very exciting. Now let's talk about the fourth thing that I've done. And that's when I realized I had to be discouraged sometimes. Sometimes it's good to be discouraged. We don't have to be that person who never gives up. Sometimes it's good to give up. And when is those times? When you are trying so hard to hold on to a relationship, to a person, to a lifestyle, or to the version of you who's no longer serving you. You want to discourage yourself and tell yourself that you do not have to hold on to it. Staying in an unhealthy relationship, staying in an unhealthy, toxic relationship with yourself and other people and your lifestyle, which is toxic, is not healthy. So being discouraged in that area and actually giving up in that area and trying to make a difference in another way and trying to heal yourself and become a better version of yourself, that is healthy. So sometimes you have to get discouraged, you have to give up, and you have to change the path so you could be successful in your manifestation practices and in your life to achieve the best version of yourself. And last but not least, I came to a conclusion that people will not change. This is when you want to discourage yourself. This is when you want to realize when is a good time for you to move on and to get out and to actually give up. You have to realize people who are living around you, they will not change. The only person you could change is yourself, because you're going to set your intentions, you're going to do the practices you have to do, you're going to do all the rituals that you have to do, and then you change yourself. But if you're staying in a toxic, unhealthy relationship, hoping for that one person to change some days and to start respecting you, and if you believe you could do it, you're wrong. You go there, you break up with them, you move out, you go outside just for them to learn how to treat you and come back. They're going to come back, they're going to treat you well for a couple of weeks, maybe months, and then they're going to get back to who they are, because no one will change. So knowing that people will not change unless they want to change is very essential in your life. Now, you're not going to make them want to change. So please and please, if you're stuck in a position where people around you need to be better, do not change them. Walk out and find those better people in your life, because you have to remember you deserve it. Find self-love and self-respect. Become the best version of yourself and stop changing other people. Instead, start attracting the people you want to have in your life. If I didn't do these 5 things in my life, I would still be living in a life where I was called a loser, where I was always told that I could not achieve my dreams, and my dreams were just stupid dreams that were childish and could not be achieved. And I could still live that life as the old miserable version of myself. But I stood up for myself. I came out, and that loser version of Shadi turned into the most loved and successful version of me. Today, no one ever calls me those names again. No one ever treats me even close to the way I was treated back then. People respect me. People love me. People in my circle adore me. And no one who doesn't love me come near me. People who don't love me don't even exist in my circle. They don't even come near me. They get away from me themselves, which is perfect. And that's exactly what you want to do in life. As soon as you start respecting yourself, as soon as you start knowing exactly who you want to become, as soon as you start doing your manifestation practices, you're going to attract those right people. Now, if you want to learn all my secrets about how I did all the things that I just talked about, all the practices, rituals, and all the little secrets that brought me to this place and made me expedite my manifestation, that's the important part. I manifested expedited form of manifestation. It happened very quick. So if you want to learn how to expedite your dream life and manifestation, go ahead and watch the free webinar linked below this video. There is a free link, free webinar. You can go ahead and watch it, no charge. You're going to find out all my secrets in that video. And also, if you want to learn more manifestation methods, there are so many videos on my channel. Go ahead and watch some of the videos. There are so many manifestation methods on how to bring positive energies into your life, how to do all the things that you have to do: attract money, attract love, attract health, all the good things that you want to have. All the videos are on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you like to achieve your dream life fast and easy while you're having fun. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and loved ones, because it's going to create a good karma for you, and it's also going to be good for me because it's going to help my channel a lot better than if you don't share it with your loved ones. So don't also forget to press the like button. And if you want to be friends with me, I would love that. Follow me on IG. This is my account. I would love to see you there. I'm always there on IG. I love you. I'm rooting for you, and I will see you on the next week's video. Take care. Have an amazing day filled with love, joy, happiness, and positivity.